My correspondent Roman Gocharenko is following developments from Kyiv. I asked what he's been hearing about Ukrainian warnings that Russia's planning to call up more troops for a major new offensive.
Well, yes, we're hearing such statements nearly every day here from top Ukrainian officials, from the president himself, from the Ukrainian military. They're saying that Russia is preparing an offensive. Nobody knows when exactly and at what place. Some say that it could happen maybe in the coming days or weeks. Others say it could happen in February or March. The weather conditions are decreasing here in Ukraine, so frost is coming with temperatures sinking to minus 10 degrees Celsius, and this will make it possible for Russia to use heavy tanks, but it will also make it possible for Ukraine to use heavy tanks. So there's an escalation, possible escalation coming. We don't know that for sure. And Ukraine is also considering where Russia could strike, from the north, from Belarus, or from the east. At the moment, the heavy fighting continues, especially in the east, around the city of Bakhmut. But on the other hand, we hear reports from Ukraine, and not yet confirmed by independent sources, that the Ukrainians were able to push back the Russian forces in Bakhmut at least a little.
Right. And that talk of tanks is interesting and timely, because it does look now as though France will become the first Western country to deliver light tanks to Ukraine. How is that likely to change things?
Well, it could be a game changer, but it depends on how many such tanks France will provide and whether other countries will follow, because we are also hearing that the United States are considering of sending similar light military vehicles to Ukraine, Bradley, for example, and it will also put additional pressure on the German government to deliver Marder, those light infantry vehicles that the Ukraine has been asking for months. If that happens, that could make a change, of course. And here in Kyiv, people hope that if that happens, if France does deliver and other countries follow, then maybe in the next step, Western countries will provide Ukraine with main battle tanks, like the German Leopard 2, and this will be definitely a game changer.
And these calls, these warnings by the Romanian president about a Russian offensive being in the offing, are they actually being taken seriously, or is it more of a sort of effort to guard against complacency?
No, they are being taken seriously, and I would say that some military experts here in Ukraine and some Western experts also see the decisions by the United States, for example, to provide Patriot air defense systems to Ukraine and other new weapon systems to Ukraine as an indirect indicator that Russia is preparing for a new offensive. And the Russian president himself said that his goal remains, so he's not considering any option of giving up on his major goals, which is to control major parts of Ukraine. And the former President Medvedev speaking again that Russia wants to a regime change in Kyiv. So all these things are taken here very, very seriously.
Thank you so much for that, Roman Gocharenko in Kyiv.